you all, you know we had to come in with the guest that we have in the building on tonight. Welcome to WFTB 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Also being recorded, Sacrificial Conversations. Monica Chisholm, hello. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
It's
Good
good.
afternoon, listeners. I hope y'all had a great day. I hope y'all had a wonderful Resurrection Sunday. I know we did. So we just want to say hello and let's get this interview started because we're excited about our guest on today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, y'all, I've been knowing these gentlemen for a long, long time, you all. I grew up with these guys, and tonight, you all, we have energy once again in the building, you all. We have some brothers who've been through a lot in the music industry. They've seen so many things. They're pioneers in this industry, and when I tell you, Nashville knows them. They're our own, and we love them, and we have witnessed these boys take the gospel industry and make it look exciting, make it look worth wanting to do. I mean, when I was young, up under them, I was in my space with me and my brother had our group. We actually were able to do a concert, you all, back in the day, and I was a young 20-year-old brother looking up to these guys. And when I saw their energy, we was like, these brothers is off the chain. So I have to introduce tonight, you all, the Joy Boyz are in the building on tonight. Y'all give it up, 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 give it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Fellas, we got two of them in the building on tonight, and I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself to the platform, to our people on tonight. And when you introduce yourself, just give us a quick, resume of what you're doing and what's going on in your life, and then we're gonna dive into our conversation that we have for you all on tonight. And we're gonna save you for last, Donnie. We're gonna let my brother right here start this.
All right.
Come on, bro.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Come on, Chris.
All right. Well, I'm Chris Carr of the Joy Boyz. I've been a member of the Joy Boyz over 20-some years now. And I tell you, we've traveled all over this world telling people that we are too blessed to be stressed.
Wow.
And we just spreading the gospel in song, and it's just been a blessing to be able to bring this ministry into people's lives. And I tell you, we just been having a good time doing it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And now we directed to one of the guys that originated this thing, the originator himself, Brother Donnie. Come on and introduce yourself to the people.
How's everybody doing? First of all, I want to thank you guys for taking time out. Taking time out of your busy schedule to just bring us into your homes and just talk about the good news of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm Donnie Frierson, the founder of the Joy Boyz. Along with my brother, we founded the group back in 1982, fresh out of high school. Yeah. So it's been a journey, but the journey is not complete.
Yes.
We got a charge to keep. Wow. So that's what I say. It's a calling that we, it must be fulfilled.
Absolutely.
So I'm thankful that the Lord has allowed us to keep moving. Not to say that it has not had its trying times, because He didn't say it would be easy. He said, "But I will get you through. Just trust and believe in me, and I will get you through."
And I know it's a song that you got that's gonna speak to that, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, man, about getting through and man, because that was good, man. Because Monica, you want to jump in this conversation real quick?
So I just want to ask, so were you all singing, I guess, in your early years? Meaning, like, were you?
Did you grow up in church singing, and then
Yes,
that's
ma'am. we came up in church, little church on 6th Avenue, St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church, where Pastor Samuel H. McCreary was the pastor.
Okay,
You know, a lot of
okay.
people will know him from, he sung with the Fairfield Four.
The Fairfield Four, yes, sir.
And we lived right next door to the church. This was back in the 70s when quartet would come through Nashville, and you would have the programs on a Monday or Tuesday, all through the weeks.
Yes.
And you would have those big buses, and they pull up. And my mom and my uncle would go to those programs. And she took us. She took us one went. I think it was during the week anyway. And she took us and she set us down on the front row. And we saw the guitars. We saw the drums and everything, and we were mesmerized. And that's what got us.
Yeah.
That's what got us. And I remember the very first record that we bought, because back then they had 45s.
Right.
Yes, sir.
They don't know about them records.
Yeah, sir. And it was a group called the Sensational Nightingales, and they had a song called Saints Hold On. Saints Hold On, and It's Gonna Rain. And I tell you, we played the treads off that record. we played it, and it just stuck to us. And we sung in the choir. We was members of the choir, and it just kind of morphed.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a calling.
Man, listen, it blesses me because that was my journey as well with me and my brother as well, man. And seeing the drums, everything that you just said, because my father brought us up singing at Watson Grove up under Curtis Goodwin.
Yes, sir.
Curtis Goodwin.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we everything that you just said, we got excited seeing the guitar, the drums, everything. And that kept us from not losing ourselves or being in the streets. Don't get it wrong. We got in them streets.
Oh, yeah.
I don't sit there saying,
Oh, yeah.
we got in them streets.
Yes, sir.
But singing in the choir, the drums, the excitement, that's what kept us from not going over the edge and losing it. So my question to that, because you just said something powerful, and this for both of y'all, from 1982, now we're in 2026, what's different in the music industry now, and what do y'all think has changed?
I would say probably the camaraderie of artists nowadays is not like what it used to be. Back in the day, you had artists that rode together, slept together, ate together. You know, you don't see that no more because there's so much jealousy, and everybody wants to be on top and nobody wants to help nobody. And you know, we were blessed coming up because we had a man named Willie Neal Johnson.
Yeah, man.
Of the gospel keynotes.
Well, I know Willie Neal, baby.
that reached out. He come to a concert one day and he saw us.
Wow.
And he put us under his wing, and he took us all over the world, and that's how we got our break.
That was Willie.
It was Willie Neal Johnson.
Always down to earth. You know, Willie sung in front of thousands of people, but he said, and he was country. Willie was a country boy. He said, son, he said, I'm gonna take y'all all over the world. He said, I'm gonna take you to places you never been.
Wow.
And we developed it was beyond a friendship. It was a brotherhood, because when we traveled with him, he said he would make sure and I got to give credit to David Talley, who's the drummer, that we developed an awesome relationship with them, and they would make sure that we were taken care of.
Wow.
And that's something you don't see
In the
today.
industry. Come on, man. Just don't happen.
No. The business has become so commercial now. You know, it's money driven. It's star status driven, and a lot of the true purpose has been lost. But to bounce off what he said, you know, back in the 70s, you know, it wasn't a I got mine, you get yours. You know, if something was short, then we all pitched in and made the difference.
Made the difference, right?
You don't see that now. You know, no, I could tell you some stories.
I don't know if we
Yeah,
should.
it would be an unauthorized version. I'd have to leave town because they'd be after me.
Man, I tell you.
Yeah, when it comes to that, you know, but gone are the days, you know. They just not like they used to be.
Baby, look, see, don't get me
Y'all
going,
left
'cause
me
I'm-
out
I'm-
because I used to sing too. I sung in the choir, but I can't sing like you all. But I did sing in the choir for many years.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did.
I did.
And sung well.
Hey, that's right.
Y'all, I really want the people to understand who they just named. Okay, for all my young listeners out there, Willie Neal Johnson. Y'all, this brother was one of the best quartet singers out. Period. This his swag, everything about him, you all was just super cool. I'm talking about. We would look at this man and his swagger, y'all, his demeanor and how he carried himself. He was so calm, would hold that mic and didn't give you nothing but his voice and was so calm and cool, y'all. So
yeah, it was anointed voice. It was anointed. Willie was a person that didn't have the best voice, but what God gave him, he told me, he said, and Willie would always start his conversation off. He said, son. He said, son, he said, when I first came out of Tyler, Texas, he said, they told me I never amount to nothing. He told me, they told me I couldn't sing. He said, I never be nothing. He said, now, if you look at the quartets, everybody got a little Willie in them.
Everybody. And you can see it. You can see the influence when you see other artists, especially in quartet. You see, man, he got that from Willie, man.
wow.
Yeah.
So I know being in Willie's presence, y'all got to meet with the Canton Spirituals. I know, did y'all how was y'all experience with the Canton Spirituals?
It was great. I mean, at that time, when we first got out there, we met everybody from the Canton Spirituals, Mighty Clouds of Joy, Jackson Southern Nass, Dixie Hummingbirds, Swan Silvertone,
We were just with
Nightingales.
them. Just with them about a month ago.
About a month ago with the Cantons. And we immediately, and all those guys embraced us.
They did.
They embraced us. They didn't treat us like we was little boys or like we was
locals
nothing.
And stuff
They didn't treat us like that. They came in and we, being taught by Willie and watching his lead, were able to reciprocate the professionalism
Absolutely.
that needed to be out on the road. And the guys, the respect level just rose from nowhere. When they saw us, they were like, oh,
we
that's the Joyboyz.
We had Willie and the Canton Spirituals on our anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Just before the Cantons blew up. Just before, it was him and his dad, and they did live in Memphis 1. It was just before that, and after that, it's like,
yeah, man.
and then, my goodness, and you know, it's kind of funny how things happen, because just when they blew up and they started to travel was when he was diagnosed with colon cancer.
Wow.
And that's when he lost his dad from colon cancer. But we traveled with him. We sit and we ate in restaurants and listened to the stories. We did an interview. We were in Sanford, North Carolina. It was us, the Keynotes, and the Cantons. We were all driving down the road, and we got to the radio station to do the interview, and Willie, as only Willie could do, he said, people would hang on to just, what is he gonna say? He said, I want y'all to come on out to the program tonight. He said, you'll see something you never seen before. He said, I got two of the smallest men in gospel, and they got some big voices. And when we got there, I could tell you, as far as we could see, it was just people.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, and the reception and the welcome was just awesome. You know.
I mean, people would come out, you all, back then.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we had so much support from the community, from the gospel community, and now it's like pulling teeth to get people to come, you know, and support. And I don't get it, because it's not like the music is changing. You're still putting out some of the best music that y'all ever put out, man. Y'all putting out. And I'm talking about other artists that I know, and unless you, like you say, the star, or you're in that star status, it's hard nowadays to even pull a good crowd in your own, especially in your own city.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So we've had so much turnover. As for, I mean, we missing the Lucille Barbies,
yeah,
the Dana
local,
Davisons,
the local radio,
Howard Wilkes, those people, Wayne Evans and the Clouds of Heaven, those groups, they kept things going in Nashville. Every weekend, I mean, you would have a program at 3:00, packed.
Yeah.
Them same groups could go to another church across town at 7:00.
Yeah.
Packed.
Yeah.
I mean, next week they're gonna come back to hit them same groups every week, and that whole generation pretty much kind of died off.
Yeah.
And
Nobody
so
really picked it up.
Nobody picked it up. So now what we're left with, a lot of the Nashville groups and artists passed away. So you don't have many local Nashville quartet groups anymore.
Yeah, and the times have changed so much. You know, the Carolinas is quartet capital. You know, you know, it's like when you're in Nashville, it's so much to do in Nashville. You know, with the club life and everything's going on. But when you go down in the Carolinas, going to a quartet program is like going to the club.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can have those same groups on those programs, and a church won't hold them. You got to go to a school auditorium or a school gym.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, we would get in town, and when we pull up, whether we be on the van or bus or whatever, and we would get to the venue, and the program started 3:00 on a Saturday. It's 1:00. It's people lined up around the building, just waiting to get in, like at an R&B concert.
Yeah,
they lined up outside the building.
Yeah,
you know, just waiting to get in. I mean, we talking about hundreds and thousands of people.
Yeah,
coming to hear quartet music.
I'm like, really? What?
You can't get. You be doing good now. You get 300 people.
Yeah. They would have a program every year, and they call it the Blockbuster. And they start at what, 2 or 3 o'clock?
2 or 3 o'clock.
And it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning. They still be busting the block. They still busting the block.
25 artists.
Yeah.
I'm talking about A-list, top. All of us, all in one building.
Yeah.
I get chills, man, hearing y'all talk about that, because I can't. To be in that atmosphere, man, and to see those type of, you know, shows and different gospel legends like that, man, I'm over here with chills in my body, man, knowing that y'all boys did that.
It was...
Man, baby, I know you got a question. Come on, get in this
I just want to ask you, because I'm just listening. So how do you stay humble in all this? Because if all these people, I'm quite sure they're calling your names, they're pulling on you. How do you stay humble in the midst of all this?
What I do is I'll tell them, and I'll say it in a playing way, but when people come and say, will you sign this? Will you sign this? Sign my picture, sign all of this, and I'll look at them and I'll tell them, hey, y'all ain't nothing.
Right.
Y'all ain't nothing.
They don't ask us to sign nothing. They were just there.
Y'all ain't nothing. Who y'all think y'all are, man? Y'all is nothing. But I mean, I just stay grounded, because, you know, I've always been like that. You know, I never get above myself, you know, because the Williams brothers had a song out to call the same people that you meet on your way up, you're gonna meet them on your way down. So you better stay humble. You better not get above yourself, you know, because you never know. And we're all but filthy rags.
Wow.
I don't care. We're all but filthy rags in the eyesight of him, and we're all on a mission. We all have an assignment. But at the end of the day, we're just who we are, you know. And I've seen some arrogancy now.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some that are so arrogant, and I can't call them no names, but I've seen them, and I'm like, really?
And it's amazing. I'm gonna say this: the gospel industry, those people act like they are better than the people that's in the other industry. And I'm just like, as a gospel artist, I would think that you would want to talk to me. You would want to give me your testimony. You would want to tell me the goodness of the Lord, but it's harder to approach them.
Yeah, the flesh takes over. You know, you let that flesh take over, and you will think you're indestructible. Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen them. We were doing a TV show. This is a nationally syndicated TV show, and the top billing on that TV show, the top billing artists on that TV show, they did not want to appear on the same show with another A-lister because they said, I'm not going to be on the same show with this artist unless I'm top billing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and we're all singing about the same
and we all
God.
singing about the
supposed
same
to be the
thing.
same God.
Yeah. So it's
humble is the way, man. You brought it up, and humble. I mean, people always ask us, you know, what do you have to say to the young artists coming up? You know, what advice? And it's always stay humble.
Yeah, stay.
I mean, and I remember a conversation, and you posted a picture not long ago of Jesse Jackson. We was in West Virginia at the Rainbow Coalition. We sung for Jesse Jackson. And he was talking to us. He was like, y'all stay humble, man.
That's what he said. He
He
said,
said, y'all stay humble. I mean, you brought it up, and it brought back my remembrance. He said, y'all stay humble, man. Y'all going somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's stuck for years.
It was Jesse Jackson and
Willie Nelson. We opened for Willie Nelson.
Wow, fella.
Willie Nelson, when it was time for Willie Nelson to get on stage, he had strict orders, and he said, nobody's to be on stage when I perform.
Willie Nelson?
Yeah, he said, nobody. He said, we clear this stage off before I sing.
Okay.
All righty.
So, fellas,
Maybe I shouldn't have called the name, but maybe I should have said an artist.
Bless the rest of soul.
You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing out of character or anything. But, fellas, y'all are naming some major people, man. Jesse Jackson. Let me stay there real quick. To meet Jesse Jackson, you all, what did that do for you all? Just to know and to see now that he just passed away. What did that do to know that you knew him and he actually said something to you like that?
To me, it was because this man marched with Martin, fought for equality, was on that porch during the last of Martin's life.
Yeah.
And everything that he had been through and fought for, and it's like he's right here talking. He's right here holding a conversation. And I usually don't get starstruck. I usually don't because, again, I try to keep it, it's like we're all human. We've just had different paths in our life and come across different people. But at that point, when I took inventory over his life and saw the accomplishments that he made and the sacrifices for us, and it was like, wow, this man, I'm in this man's presence, and it was a moment. I must say, it was a moment.
It was a humbling moment.
Yeah,
right then, man.
Fellas. Go ahead, baby. I'm going to let you
I'm going to throw a question out at you all. Y'all ready for this one?
We ready?
Probably.
Have you ever, in your mind, wanted to do anything else besides quartet? Has there ever just like an inkling to like, oh, maybe I want to go do something other than quartet music? Either one. Chris?
I'm rooted in it. I mean, I've had opportunities to do R&B and, you know, rhythm and blues and all that kind of stuff. And I've, you know, dabbled over into it, you know, at different times, played with different secular artists. But quartet is in my heart.
Yeah.
And I can't, if I can't do quartet, I don't want to do nothing else.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to do nothing else. That's
Yeah.
it. When I go away, I'll go away singing quartet music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So in singing the quartet music, each one of you all fellas, I know you. It's a lot of songs that you all have produced in y'all's lifetime. Is it one song that sticks out the most for either one of you all? That song, every time you hear it, it sparks your joy as the Joy Boyz, or it sparks something in you that this my jam. We finna go in on this one. So, is it one song that does that for either one of you all, or two?
Mine is Too Blessed.
I knew you were gonna
Too
say it.
Blessed.
I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
I was going
Because
to say
it came to me one day. It was like out of nothing. I mean, the words, the rhythm, the melody. It was like, where has this song? It's just been. It was like it's just sitting there, and it came. The words came. It wasn't something that I really even had to think about. It was just there. And so that one right there has been mine.
Yes, good.
As they say in the street, my jam.
Your jam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chris, come on, bro.
I was going to say Too Blessed too, because it was a message for what we needed. Just telling people, you know, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it gets. I mean, and it came at a great time where we was going through a lot of stuff. You know, we had Hurricane Katrina, we had the ice storms, we had tornadoes that destroyed homes. You know, COVID came.
Yeah, and people were hurting.
People were hurting, and when Too Blessed came out, it was like, this is a message for the world right now, kind of like that "We Are the World" song when it came out. You know, Too Blessed to Be Stressed. I mean,
and it hit.
It just and now you hear people saying it all the time.
All the time.
And we sing about it all the time. I mean, and it just caught on.
Yeah.
But outside of that one, you know, we got a song called "Lift Him Up."
Lift them up.
And that's my jam now.
Lift 'em up, dog.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Church, where Pastor Darren Freeman and Lady Adrienne Woods Freeman are our leaders. We are the church where we love God and love God's people. Remember, we want you here. We want you here.
I'm gonna shift the conversation a little bit, fellas, right here. I'm gonna shift it a little bit and talk about the other edition of the group that's no longer with us. Okay. I remember you all as two, Donnie. That's the only thing when I think about you all, I see both of you all still to this day. His spirit is living on through you. And I just saw you perform at Tabernacle Baptist about beginning of the year. And to see how you still was able to do that and perform, it's almost like your brother was next to you on the stage that day too, man. And I know his spirit is still with you all the time. Can you expound on what it's been like without your brother, man?
I'll do the best I can. It has been painstaking, to say the least. It's been hard. It's been a whole nother chapter of perseverance. Because I keep saying there should be somebody here with me. There really should be, you know, because he was my right hand, you know, and it was just, you know, I was right there with him to the end, and it was rough, and it still is rough, you know. I take each concert one at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell people, when you see me, I'm there. What it took to get me here, you know, I put one foot in front of the other and keep it moving and just try to do what I've been called to do. But it's an aching. And I'll tell anybody that grief has no expiration date. From day one, can you just imagine having somebody in your life all of your life?
All of your life.
And then they're gone.
Yeah.
And give me one of the best times, man, that you can remember that you all laughed like never before, man, and it just made y'all's day, man, in the laughter, because I know it's got, and even you, Chris, what think about one day that you can give, that you can say, man, this day will always be in my heart, thinking about that one good moment that I hold on to, thinking about it. And then we're going to shift after that, y'all. We're going to shift after that.
I give a laughable moment. I can't think of where we were. We were somewhere. Ain't no telling where we was at. But I do remember Darryl was one who would always, kind of like Donnie, he might forget something. And so we got ready to hit the stage. They called us out. We got up there to sing. We were just singing. The spirit was high. I looked down, and he had on 2 different shoes. And that, I mean, once everybody got a wind of it, we just kind of trying to stay professional.
Yeah.
But man, we were dying.
I put it out there.
And he called it out.
Yeah. What I did was I brought 2 left shoes, and they was killing my feet. and I said, I'm gonna make it work, but through my second song, I couldn't. I said, look, y'all, this is what happened. I grabbed 2 left shoes and I got them on, and I'm gonna take them off now.
And he sung the rest of the show.
And sung the rest of the show with 2 left shoes.
And it was 2 left shoes.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you.
Yeah.
Funny moments.
Yeah.
That dude was funny. Yeah, he was a funny dude, man. But he was the rock.
Yeah. Wild and mild.
Wild and mild.
That's what it was.
And then I do know that he became a pastor before that was his last big accomplishment. He became pastor, man, and that right there alone lets you know that he was living out his purpose, y'all, man. So I got to give it up, man. Hey, he will always be remembered, man. Oh, yeah. And that's one thing, man. Let me. You 2 boys gonna be remembered forever, man. Forever. And I just say, yeah. So, baby, you want to bring us up to something, baby?
I sure do. What's something people would be surprised to learn about the group?
From my standpoint, well, and I got this. I must say, I got this from Willie Neal Johnson. is that I'll give them the first song. After that, they don't know what I'm gonna do.
This is true.
Wow.
They just have to listen. They can tell what I'm going by what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
As far as what song we're going to do, because I try not to go up there mechanical. You know, I try to give it as I get it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it turns out good. Sometimes it's like he'll look around and be like, "What? But it always works. You know."
Yeah.
It's a trip. Monica always says those things. What you just said, Donna. She says, "Don't be mechanical." I don't like everything to feel like it's in a certain program order. She says, "Let it just flow." So Donna, I'm gonna start letting things.
Thank you,
flow.
sir. Thank you, sir.
That's right. We don't have a set lineup.
No.
We never have a set lineup. We know, and half the time, sometimes we might not even know what we're gonna sing.
Fellas, y'all brought this up, and I want to stop the conversation right there and try to really pick it up. But I'm going to throw it in right now. Y'all talked about professionalism. That's a missing art today, you all. People don't understand what it takes to be the professional in the industry or whatever you're doing. People, you know, they'll take, okay, we're going to just start a group and then think that you said it earlier, it's not a 9 to 5, it's a ministry, and you have to make this thing come to life. So in professionalism, how have you all stood the test? I mean, Donnie, you told me about people who you've had to let go from the group that could have took away from the professionalism of the group, but what's some of the key points that you can put out there to let people know you have to do it a certain way, you have to carry yourself a certain way, you have to do business the right way?
Yeah.
In anything, and especially in this industry, you got to have your copyrights. You got to have so many things. When you show up for a concert, you show up on time. You show up with everything, the instruments. You don't talk about professionalism real quick.
You just can't show up any kind of way because people expect you to be a certain way, and you don't know what they're going to do. They're looking to get something from you.
Yeah.
And if you show up in it, like my pet peeve is, I don't care, you know, what you do. When you're not with the Joy Boyz, and I realize none of us are perfect, but I can't hear anything negative. You will not come to be a part of this group if you're not right. If you are not right, you will taint what we're trying to do. And get yourself right.
Yes.
Because I cannot. I have very little talent, patience, you know. And I'll say again, none of us are perfect, none of us. But there are certain things that I just, being in this army.
Yeah.
There's certain things I just will not deal with, you know. I can sit down and break bread with you after I tell you I can't use you. Yeah. I just can't do it. I've got, and it comes back to, I've seen those that we thought were of the most holiest and upright of the upright. And I guess they figured because we were traveling together that they could let their hair down and be who they really are. No. That I'd rather not see.
Yes.
But I cannot deal with it, you know. No, because you'll be gone, but we'll still be wearing that name of what they saw.
Yes.
Did you know? Did you see one of those Joy Boyz?
Yeah.
He was this way, or he was doing that.
Yeah.
And you long gone, but we're still wearing that scar.
Exactly.
So I can't. No.
And people don't forget.
They don't.
They
will
don't forget
not
what they
forget
see.
it. Yeah.
And especially the bad.
The bad.
That's
They
the
don't remember
one
the
thing.
bad
Yeah.
over the good. But
Yes.
I tell the guys all the time, how you behave, even your social medias, it all represents the Joy Boys. I mean, because they're not gonna say he was over at this. The Joy Boys, you see the guy with the Joy Boys?
Yep.
Yeah,
His mugshot was on the Facebook book, and he got arrested for DUI.
Yeah.
It's more than just on stage. I mean, it's a way you have to carry yourself when you talk about professionalism. It's a way that you have to carry yourself. We talk about it all the time when we arrive at the concerts. It's a certain way you got to look.
Appearance.
Before you open your mouth.
Come on.
We ain't heard you sing a note. But when we step off that van, when we step off that bus, people see us and how we carry ourselves. It's a first impression, it's a lasting impression before you open your mouth and say anything.
Listen, fellas, I've been saying this for the last couple of shows. We have all these eyes, these holes in our head. The first hole in our head that gets used first is the eyes. We're gonna see something first before we hear it, smell it, touch it. So people don't understand, and I go through so many things to get people to understand your appearance means something. And I'm gonna do some research on appearance so people understand, and for you all to say that that's a part of your professionalism is showing up looking a certain way, y'all.
Yes.
We that's a lost art. Come on, Donna.
It is, because I look at the quartet groups today, the younger groups.
Yeah.
And I must be honest with you, sometimes I shake my head because they feel like they can get up there with anything on, look that way. I mean, I said, man, if the quartet groups of old could come back and see now, they would be like, is this what we struggle for?
Wow.
Is this what is to see this? And I've seen it, and I see it all the time. I see young groups that have talent. When I tell you talent, but they don't have anointing. They don't. You can have a good melodic voice, and you don't have the anointing. It's not gonna last long, And I've seen them. I've seen them come, and I've seen them go. You're not gonna last because, number one, you want everybody to know that you can sing well. You want everybody to see you, and you're losing the real purpose.
Wow.
And it just will not last. It will not last. I've seen what I thought that were good groups that had it. They had everything in the complete package. 2 years, they done broke up and everybody's gone their separate way because they didn't have, number one, they didn't have the calling.
Yes, sir.
You can't put yourself together. It has to be put together from on high.
Boy, that's a whole nother show right there. What you just said there and said.
Yes. I mean,
when God puts it together, you know it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
You know it is.
When it's on God, you know it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's good. Though.
And I must admit, I had to accept it because I call it the Jonah complex, to where I got so fed up with the industry. I got so tired of it, and it was like, you know what? I think I want to walk away from this, and I couldn't, because it was a calling. It was a calling, and it was like, no, this is what I called you to do even before you were formed in your mother's womb.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Donnie, you done went down there. You done went there.
Yeah. It's that calling, a charge, and you have to let let the heavens elevate you. You can't elevate yourself. You know, I've seen people that have tried and tried and tried, and they can sing and they can sing and sing, but they didn't have the calling. And then I've seen people like a Willie Neal Johnson, who does not have the best voice, but he had what he needed to have, the calling. And my goodness, I've seen him sing, and the heavens come down and just shower that place, just shower that place. And it was because of what he's been called to do.
Yeah. Y'all, this thing goes by fast, but I got to get this question in here real quick. Relationships. Donna, I know me and you had a conversation before the show got started, and you talked about your wife. Chris, are you married, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, brothers, how do you all deal with your relationships with your wife, your children, with friends, being in an industry that requires you all to have to travel, have to do different things, have to be around different spirits at so many different places, times. You don't know who touching you relationship-wise. How do you set aside the time for your wife, for your kids, for those other endeavors in your life?
Well, one of my things is that there has to be a time set aside where I don't answer the phone. I just don't answer the phone, and I work with him on bookings, because if any of my kids are graduating or special occasion, or my wife is graduating, then I've got to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, because those are moments you don't get back.
Absolutely.
You will not get them back. And I don't want to hear about it the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Watch it, Donnie. Watch it.
Exactly.
Well, I remember when you was, you did it. Oh, Lord.
Those are vital moments, because I missed a lot of vital moments.
Yeah, man.
Coming up younger, I mean, I've missed birthdays and kids' birthdays, and I never missed graduations, but just because I was so invested into this thing. And then when they say it's time to go, I got to go. And be like,
yeah.
But such and such is tomorrow. I ain't gonna be able to make it. I got to go.
Yeah.
But at some point, you got to figure that thing out.
You have to figure it out.
Figure
make
that
it
balance.
work. Yeah.
And it's trying. It gets trying to have to balance it and juggle the family and the group. And
I remember one situation. We were in. Where were we at when we were with Shirley Caesar? It was in D.C. Well, it was somewhere.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, St. Petersburg, Florida. And my wife said, "This is our anniversary weekend, and you gonna go on the road?" I was saying to myself, but I really need to go, and I said, "I'll tell you what, pack up, y'all coming with me."
That probably wasn't the greatest thing they wanted to do.
Right.
I don't want to spend my anniversary with this hip slapper.
Right.
This is not what I want to do. I'm not happy. I'm going.
Right.
But I'm not happy.
You're right. I'm gonna go, but
I ain't happy.
But to go see Shirley Caesar, though, I would have been like, "Oh, that's cool." I would
They
have
don't
been
care.
like, "They don't care nothing about that."
about no Shirley.
You wouldn't have cared nothing about
y'all are
Shirley.
emotional people. You know, my anniversary. This is not.
Everybody come see you, Otis. We gonna do this, or if you go, don't you come back.
So it's a compromise that right now in my, where I am now, I got to make it work. I was there for all of the graduations. I made it a point to where and it hurt. I wonder what they're doing. They should be hitting the stage right about there. Oh my goodness! And then they'll come back and say, "Man, you missed it." I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about it. So, yeah.
You got something?
That's okay. So I have a question. What does joy really mean to you, especially during hard seasons? And then how did you come up with the name Joy Boyz?
There was a group out of, the original name was the Joys of Nashville. There was a group out of Memphis called the Joy of Memphis, I think. And I said, well, Joy of Memphis, Joy of Memphis. And it was, so, well, there's joy in Nashville too. So I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna bounce off of that and say the Joys of Nashville. So then we morphed from the Joys of Nashville to the Joys, to the Joy Boyz, and just this is the one that kind of stuck. Yeah,
I like that. So fellas, real quick, impact. Think about this. What impact do you all want to leave the legacy behind for people when they say your name? Give a small sentence or give a statement that you want people when they say Joy Boyz. What do you want people to say? What's the thing that you all want to be said about your name when it's said out there?
Real.
I like that, Chris.
They were real. They believed in what they done, and they were serious about their ministry, and that's what's most important. You know, we can, the thousands of people that's in the audience, the people that come to the record table that won't sign pictures, want to buy CDs, all that's great. But if the ministry that we're really singing about ain't real, it means nothing.
Yeah, the legacy.
That's the legacy right there.
The legacy of the music.
Yeah.
And hopefully when our time is gone, then we'll have some other people in place that can keep it going. You know?
So do y'all actually have some young cats or some people that's coming up? I know the cat that wrote the last single that you all Kenyon, say his name for me, brother. I know he's a younger fella because I saw him on stage and I know he's in maybe 30, 40s. I don't
like 30. He was on the early 30s.
And he got that energy too. That brother was jamming.
We needed that youth, man, because we old. So we got some young guys that are in this camp right now. And we say it all the time. I think this particular set of Joy Boyz that we've had, and we've been blessed to be able to kind of have the same group for years and years, and you don't find that.
Yeah.
To be able to have the same core, and these guys are dedicated. They have the fire. They're hungry. They want it. And they'll run us to death if we let them, cause they be ready. They pack right now to go somewhere 2 weeks from now, and they ready to go. So they the younger guys, they really keep and push us. You know.
And I'm gonna say, and I say this all the time, and they might get tired of hearing me say it, but after the passing of Darryl, these guys kept me going.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did, because it was like, and they said, what are you gonna do? I said, we're here. We're gonna keep this alive. And I heard, we were all on a conference call one night, and they were talking, and I said, y'all keep talking. I need to step away from the phone for just a minute, but I'll be back. So they thought that I had walked away, but I got back sooner than they thought. And I could hear them, and one of them said, let me say this while he's gone. Don't say anything, but while he's gone, he said, I want him taken care of. I don't want him wanting for nothing. Whatever he needs, we've got to make sure that his needs are taken care of.
Yes, sir.
And I never told them that I heard
that. You heard them say
and so I always tell them, and like I said, they might get tired, but I'll say, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, because I couldn't think of a better group of guys that I'd want to be with than them, you know.
Man, listen, Donnie, you we're about to come to the end, y'all. This thing goes by super fast. This hour is I could talk to y'all more than a whole nother hour, man, because it has been amazing. And the one thing that you just said, Donnie, was having brothers in the community of friends that understand you and help, man. And it's amazing that these brothers help carry you through, and man, you're doing amazing, man. So this is the last thing I want y'all to give us y'all platforms, any new music that's coming out, and let us know what to look forward coming next for the Joy Boyz.
We're looking to finish the album that we have. The new single, of course, Will You Be Ready, is out now. It's available on all digital platforms. You can get anywhere that you buy your music. There will be an album forthcoming with that single, probably in the fall. If you want to book the Joy Boyz, you can call me at 615-573-2817. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Joy Boyz. It'll let you know everything you need to know, where we're going to be next, itineraries. And we just want to keep working, and we want you all to support us and get behind us, because we're going to push this thing over.
Yeah, we've got projects out there. You can go on Amazon or go on all the platforms and get them. You know, it's so much music out there that what we've done. One of my favorite was, real quickly, Jeffrey Newberry with the gospel keynotes. You know, song travel with them. We needed a guest appearance on one of our live CDs, and so Darryl got on the phone. I said, you know, we might try to call Jeff to see if he want to be on there. So Darryl got on the phone, called Jeff, and said, Jeff, would you mind doing an appearance on our show, on our album? And he said, well, how much are you gonna charge? And Jeff said, man, I ain't thinking about no money, man. Just tell me when and where. And Jeff came down and recorded a song on our CD, and unfortunately, that was the last recording that he did, because he passed a couple of months ago.
Wow.
But we were blessed.
Y'all, like I said, y'all, for our radio guests, we love you all. You have been listening to WFTB 104.1 FM, Tab, Nashville Gospel Radio. Sacrificial Conversations is still going over just a little bit, because we can do that. But y'all, our Tab family, we love y'all. Y'all be blessed out there.